Hello and welcome back to Study History with Mr. P. This topic summary for GCSE History looks at the topic of the Harrying of the North. So the Harrying of the North was part of William's response to the rebellions of the North in 1069. And it was essentially a campaign of total destruction across the winter of 1069 to 1070. This included burning down the homes and crops in fields, destroying seed crops and killing livestock to make life impossible in the region. This in turn meant that if the Danes ever came back, there would be nothing there to support them and no people there to help them. But in the process, thousands of people died and thousands more fled the area of refugees. But why did this happen? Well, it happened for a number of reasons. One of the reasons was due to the slaughter of Normans. So Robert Cumin had been made the new Earl of North Northumbria, and as he travelled north, he killed people on the way, and in response, people in Northumbria killed Robert Cumin, his men, and thousands of other Normans. But there were many other reasons as well. The rebels themselves refused to face William in open battle, so they scattered whenever William and his men advanced, and then attacked again when he left. Dane law is also connected to this. So this is the Anglo-Danish law that people in many parts of England, particularly in the north, were used to following. William had not appreciated how different the north was from the south and how people there actually identified with Danelaw. Also, there were the start of rebellions elsewhere in the country. They were triggered by rebellions in the north, and William could not keep dragging his troops all around the country from one hot spot to another. So the harrying of the north was a way to send a message to the whole country. There was also the threat of Danish invasion. This was serious. It threatened everything that William had achieved in England. So there were a number of impacts of the harrying of the north. In the short or immediate term, widespread famine led to the deaths of many tens of thousands of people, and corpses were left to rot. Large numbers of starving refugees fled the north looking for help elsewhere in England, and there was also cannibalism and people selling themselves into slavery. But the harrying of the north had a number of long-term impacts as well. The Doomsday Survey showed that in 1086, for example, 60% of Yorkshire was classed as wasteland. There were 80 to 150,000 fewer people in Yorkshire in 1086 compared to 1066. There were no further uprisings against the Normans, though, in the north as a result of the harrying of the north. And across William's reign, Vikings continued to raid the eastern coast of England, but only as far as York, because there were no more invasion attempts in Yorkshire itself, because there was nothing in that region for the Vikings to take and no people to help them. Also, as an outcome of this, up until this point, William had given Anglo-Saxons positions of responsibility within England. William now replaced the Anglo-Saxon aristocracy instead of trying to win them over.